a hard time talking about that.
We really do, especially when you're younger, because you're supposed to be virile and everything else. And what really scares them is part of their problem, because when they're ready to perform with that new lady, all of a sudden he's not in performance mood.
Right, well, the reason why is like you said, you've talked about it when somebody it hits their golf ball the first time and it's bad.
And then that's what they're thinking about all the time.
That's what they're thinking about. And I used that one on my daughter, actually, who's going on stage. And she goes, you know, Mom, I don't know, I've just been nervous this time, I don't know why. And I said, well, what's going on? And she goes, well, you know, when I'm not on stage, I'm fine. But when I go on stage, she goes, I don't know, this last song, that's a really hard one, and I'm having trouble with it. I said, well, you stop thinking about it and you won't have trouble with it. So I used your analogy like that for her.
And the thing is get rid of the negatives. Don't tell them what not to do, tell them what to do. And when I teach people to go out in front of crowds, I says, what's your opening statement? And make that your moniker, make that what you're going to say about every time. Hey, how's everybody doing? Everybody can remember that much. And you see, and you look at certain people and you bob your head just like you're looking right at them, and you get your head going up and down, all of a sudden you got people going like this. So they're fitting into it. When stage performers, they know, they've read their script so many times, but in the back of their mind, oh, I hope I don't mess up. I hope I don't do this. And what are they thinking about? They're thinking about messing up. Instead of saying, you know what, I've done this thousands of times. I got it down just calm, cool, collected, and it's smooth. I love doing this. And all of a sudden it is.
Right, right. I don't know, sometimes I have a hard time seeing when somebody can do that. I'm like baffled by it, you know? And it could be, I'll tell you something, it could be the hardest thing that they're dealing with. Someone even passing away, and they'll go on stage and they're fine. Then they can come off and then they're not fine.
Who was it? Mel Tillis, one of the country singers, stuttered when he talked, but when he sang, didn't stutter.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of people like that. And you know what, you think about these TV stars and the movie stars doing so good. Well, take number 34, it means they messed up 33 times.
Yeah.
Or somebody did. And I just seen the outtakes of Seinfeld the other day, and you see all that.
That's funny.
And it makes you think,
Yeah,
so
it is.
it's kind of neat to see the outtakes of some of those, yeah. So the thing is, so if you mess up, you keep moving forward.
Right.
You don't focus on it, you move forward.
Yeah.
And just grab your next line. And it works out good. It works out great.
Everybody has that too, I think, sometime in their life. I don't know why, but we do.
Well, it's because we don't like the unknown, because it is unknown. We like to keep doing the same thing over and over again, but that leads to boredom.
And a lot of
But it's
times I make the
comfortable.
same mistake though,
Oh,
over
yeah.
and over and over again.
Oh, I have people come in and I have them do one little exercise, and I've only had 11 people out of 65,000 people do that right the first time. All I have them do is walk forward, look left, turn right. And they'll mess it up every time. If their wife's sitting there watching them, I finally show the guy, show him.
You tell them, you know, I
And then
did
all of
that.
a
That's
sudden,
so funny
it's
that
her
you said
time,
that.
and she messes it up.
So, it's so funny that you said that, because I was going someplace in Scottsdale, and I said to my daughter, tell me where it is. So she tells me, and it was pretty simple, okay? So it was, you know, make your first left, and then make a right, and another left. That was really it, just like what you just said. How did I go right the first? I wasn't listening.
That's because you don't wear a watch. It's on your left hand. Turn left.
But it's funny because I don't know how, and I was like, what's wrong with me, you know?
Not a thing. Your mind's somewhere else.
Sometimes it is.
And it's like when you walk in a room, you think, why did I come in here? Or you get in your car to drive somewhere, where am I going?
Yeah, it seems like that happened.
And it's not just because we're getting older.
Don't
either.
hit my leg, it'll hurt. So welcome back. We are talking with Doc. He owns Hypnotic One. Doc has been doing this for over 40 years all over the world. And we're actually really lucky to have you here, Doc, because there's I don't even know if there are a lot of hypnotists here, especially.
Oh, there's a bunch of them
there are,
around,
I
yeah.
mean, but they're not like what you do.
Most of them don't even have an office. They try to practice out of their house. Don't ever, would you go to a surgeon that's doing it out of his kitchen?
Come on in my
I don't
kitchen.
think so. If you can't afford an office, you're not a real professional. That should be his major income or her major income. So she's totally focused on that and helping you. And she has to have had at least a few hundred people that she's worked with. I'm lucky. I've had great mentors my whole life. I've had great coaches and trainers. They took a special interest. They showed me the fine points, but really the thing is, when you get out on your own and you're all by yourself doing it, boy, it's a whole new ball game. It's like when you learn to fly. I'm a pilot, and I remember flying with the instructor, and when he got out of the airplane after I had about 7 hours in, he says, okay, I'm gonna sign off on you and go solo. Boy, now he's not there in the plane with you, you're all by yourself. And it's not like driving a car and all of a sudden you're up in the air a couple thousand feet, you're doing a touch and go.
You're learning you're on your own.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what, he's on the radio with you, but boy, it just makes you think different. And after you do that a few times, it's old hat.
Then honestly, we've been talking a little bit about some of the different things that you can help with people with, but almost anything you can help them with.
Would you like to be better at anything that you do? Sure you would. Would you like to be a better cook? Well, then you got to change how you're cooking or what you're doing with it. You got to educate it, and that's what I do. And then you got to get motivated, because all great cooks, they will watch the people when they go to eat it to see if that smile's on their face and see that they're bragging about, yeah. And so when we start looking at all the things I can do, and I help you with relationships. You have relationships with almost everything. I've got a relationship with Carol. I've got a relationship with my motorcycle. I've got a relationship with a lot of things. But the big thing is your relationship, we a lot of times take it for granted. And we need to have good communications. Say exactly and specifically what you mean. Ask people questions. Instead of telling them that they're wrong or they should do this, ask them questions. Ask them, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I love to answer questions. I like to ask them, because people always like to talk about themselves once they know that you're not judging them. I don't judge people, I judge their actions. So when they come in, they'll tell me a lot of things they won't tell their own spouse. And they'll tell me a lot of things that they've never said out loud to themselves. And so the thing is, it's different when you say it out loud or when you think it. So relationship is great. Focus. We need to keep our mind focused on what's at hand, what we need to do. I like a paper and pencil. I like a computer. I like your phone. But that paper and pencil, write down what your to-do list is the next day. Read it out loud before you go to bed at night. That way your mind works on that all night long. Self-confidence. Self-confidence is another one. That's why once you go to the website at HYPNOTIC 1, HYPNOTIC, .com, because it's got a lot more information on there that I can give you, or give me a call and set up an appointment. Our self-esteem, self-confidence, we need that to get motivated, because otherwise you're going to sit in your house, you're going to watch television, probably the 30th time you've seen Andy of Mayberry, and you're not getting anything done, and all of a sudden you have more aches and pains the next day because you're not moving around. We need to move around, we need to eat good, we need to have more water coming in our system, and we need to start getting rid of some of the drugs and some of the drugs that's in our food, so we eat better food. Our well-being. Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you feel confident? Are you better off today than you was yesterday? If you're not, then you're just coasting. You're going downhill, and it starts going downhill more. Salesman, increase your sales. How do you increase your sales? You know what? You have to be a great presenter. Otherwise, shut up and listen to what that client wants to buy. And when you automatically start listening to them, then they start trusting you more, because they're not getting sold something, they're being presented something and they choose it. So you're focused, you concentrate, you sleep. Sleep is the most natural thing. because we was born to sleep. We slept most of our life in the first couple of years. So the thing is, I have a lot of people coming in to sleep. Well, that's because they're eating improperly. They're not doing enough activity. They're not getting their blood to flow. They're taking too many drugs. Or they got in a bad habit of getting up so many times a night. They wake up and they go out and have a cigarette, or they go out and they walk around. How about just putting yourself back into that sleep mode? And that's what we help you do. Your memory. How many times you have been introduced to somebody, you forget their name before you even walk out of eyeshot from them? Yeah, we get better than that. Better health. How can you have better health if you're not eating proper? So we get you to eat proper. We're not taking anything away from you, but all of a sudden you're not wanting that Krispy Kreme, or you're not wanting all that bread because the bread's really not good for you. And a lot of people say, oh, I love bread. Well, how many people eat bread with nothing on it? We're always putting something sweeter on it, and we're putting something that's greasy on it, like butter or margarine and anything else. And get rid of the margarine, by the way. Butter's better for you. Sports enhancement. I really love to work with sports people because they know they have to work and train to get better. And they need a coach and trainer to see how they're doing so they can give them suggestions on what to do, because a lot of times you can't see your own mistakes. Same thing in life. We're not seeing our own mistakes. And all of a sudden everybody else looks like they're more adept at doing things and being successful than we are. Because we haven't changed. We need to change and improve. Guess what? It's easier than you think. But all we have to do is give up the old, outdated habits of the past and put new actions in there and love ourselves. So the thing is, we've got pains, we've got a lot of things going on. Why would you wake up in the morning and start doing an inventory of your body, your mind, and your spirit and seeing what pains do I have today? No. Think about how great today's being, because you've got your list that you made out last night and you said right before you went to sleep with your prayers, that whole to-do list, and you read it out loud because you're probably sitting on the can the first thing in the morning. So you're taking no time out of your day. You're sitting there reading it, and you're getting your mind focused on that. So you're always writing everything down in a positive. It's not what not to do, it's what to do. So the thing is, we need to just change a lot of our things that we have not been trained to do before. We haven't been taught right in schools. They didn't teach us everything. So the thing is, you need good coaches, new mentors, and that's what we do.
And talk about your website for a minute or so.
HYPNOTIC, the number one.com, hypnotic1.com. Go to the website. It's got a lot of information on it, and we're changing and we're adding more to it. And by the way, it's got a little place down there to set up an appointment. Get down there, put it, I'll get a hold of you, and when you put down there that you heard me on the Carol Blonder show. So the thing is give me a call then at 602-547-0446, and we'll set you up a free hour to hour and a half consultation so you can be educated and motivated to getting things done. Even if you don't sign up on a program, you're going to learn a lot of things that you can put into use so easily and so quickly, and it becomes permanent for you.
Now again, that website is hypnotic1.com. The phone number is 602-547-0446. The other thing I want to mention too, you know, what networking is all about is not, maybe it's you, but maybe you know somebody, you know, that is dealing with something. You have it all the time where people come in for one thing, and the next thing they know, their wife is calling you and saying, hey, I'd like to come in. You helped my friend or that person so well, my husband or what have you.
And that's just happened to me. I helped this guy out. He had anger issues. I mean, he's been married for 35 years, and he's had anger issues only at home. He doesn't have them at sports. He doesn't have them out and about. He only has them at home. So we got him out of that in 1 week. And his wife she's so happy about it. She's wondered if it's going to wear off. So now she's set an appointment to come in and see me. So the thing is, and I know she's got issues too, And she's really wanting to know if I can help her too.
Here's the thing too, folks, is that especially if you are dealing with somebody who has anger issues within the home, it's kind of wearing on you. So when you see the change and you see that person, they were gonna get a divorce from what I understand, and now they're working on it and they're gonna change that. What a wonderful gift that you gave to them.
It's like the lady that called me years back, and she thanked me for giving her husband back to her because he was going to these AA meetings, 2 and 3 a day, and he was stressed out and everything else, and I got him over that, turned his mind around. He's free of the alcohol, he doesn't have to do it, and I tell you what, she thanked me for giving him back to her.
His phone number is 602-547-0446. Check him out, go up on the website, you're gonna be really happy that you did. It's HYPNOTIC1.com.